Hello and welcome to whatever we do, the OCC thing that I do with Ethelred every week.
Jesus Christ, he can't even get the title right.
Oh, is there a title? The usual Wednesday 12:30 thing? I don't know. What does it have a
Isn't that the
title?
title?
Yeah. What is the title? Do we have a title?
That is the title,
That
isn't
is
it?
the title. Yeah. The OCC thing. There you go. Yeah. That's what Wi-Fi thinks too. Can you hear that, sound assistant? Are we coming through loud and clear?
I can't hear.
You can't hear. You don't hear any talking.
No, I can't hear any talking.
Are you lying to me?
No, for real, I can't.
Okay, you can hear me, Wi-Fi.
The punters can hear us, so that's
Yeah.
the main thing.
Okay, okay, fixed. There we are. Now our sound assistant can hear. Yes. So we were just talking before we came live about the changes due to coronavirus. And is that too loud, sound assistant? Okay, I can turn it down a bit. Is that better? Okay. So the changes due to coronavirus. I have my own sound assistant who is 9 and irritating, and may be slightly distracting to me. Yeah, you can hear the assistant too. Or are you talking about Ethelred, who is also possibly a smaller person?
Small people are locked away in a different room, thankfully.
Yeah, several towns away.
If only.
Anyway. Oh, wait, are you too quiet? Is that what Wi-Fi's saying? Say hello again. Ethel?
The Wi-Fi was saying he can hear your
okay, the small
production
child.
assistant, I
Yeah.
think,
Okay.
who's very quiet because he's not near a mic.
Yeah,
I think.
yeah, he is near a mic, but I've not given him the power to join.
Speak. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Anyway, okay, so let's crack on and go through the games from last week. Yeah. So and we're going to start with my division 2A.
2A, because you felt we didn't spend enough time on 2A last week. So.
I mean, we totally blitzed through my division in 20 minutes after spending an hour in yours, right?
Well, I can't help it if the division's sometimes a bit more interesting than yours. Do you know what I mean?
We did yours first, and then you had to run as soon as we'd done it, basically. But anyway, fine.
Not how I remember it,
yeah.
but yeah, there's an admin game as well in yours this week. So.
Yeah, I've set myself a reminder by having by adding extra emotes to that one, so it should be. Assuming that's the one that we're talking about. But the first game was Gruff's Welcome to Scary Town against the Golden City Geckos, Gooma's game. Gruff actually texted me about this one, actually. Where did I...
What did he say?
What did he say? That's a good question. Well, for a start, it was 1-1.
It was indeed 1-1. Yeah.
I am looking for his comments right now, in a sign of true preparedness. I have a feeling there was lots of. I think he whined about removals, but there's no removals at all or something. Am I getting the wrong end of the stick?
Oh, I was going to say that the blocks given out were the Lizard's got 57 on him and he got 35 back, of which the Lizards only broke armor 5 times at 57, and the Necros broke armor 8 times.
It's pretty poor breakages for 2 teams with 2 or 3 mighty blow each.
Caused 3 casualties. And 1 dead, which I presume was... Oh, no, it wasn't Apo. It was just a rookie skink was killed in the service of the league. But, yeah, that was it. And the Geckos got nothing back. They just got some KOs, I think. So I'd say that was pretty lucky for Gruff, wasn't it?
Yeah, I can't find where he was talking about it. See, it wasn't in PM with me. It might have been in the chat on our Discord or in OCC. Gooma's a good coach, though, right? But surprisingly,
Gooma is good.
Surprisingly little damage for two fairly hefty teams rolling.
I mean, only one of all the swords have got block, which is good, but only one's got mighty blow. So.
But he does also have a croc to have mighty blow with block. So
it's true. Yeah.
And Gruff has what, 3 mighty blow
Yeah.
and some tackle. So he must have been. I'd expect him to be sad not to have done more skink damage, right?
I mean, he did kill one, and he badly hurt another one, but yeah,
I mean, ideally you want to kill them all.
kill them all.
Kill them all.
But he didn't kill enough to stop the either return score or a score. So
No, so it was a draw, and
come on.
who actually predicted a draw last week?
Oh God, who was it?
There was someone, and it was. Ooh.
There's no one. Oh no, that's round 5.
Yeah. I think you'll find there was one person
Was it you?
who predicted a draw.
Oh, well done.
It was me. Oops, shouldn't show that. There we go. Back to that. So bring up.
Check. What's the scores then?
Okay. That
So
brings
I
me.
caught up with you, hadn't I?
Oh no, you're 1 point behind, but now you're 2 points
1 point
behind. Oh yes. That gets me into double figures, leading the way. So we're gonna have to buy each other dinner when we meet. At the
Yeah,
end of the
you
season.
have to buy me an Uber food or something, won't you? Or,
My son is unaware of the predictions bet, so we place bets
Just Eat.
on who's going to win next week's games, and then whoever gets the most points has to buy the other person dinner, like that. Okay. Might have been the 10 KOs. What? Oh, hello, Rob, as well. Oh, I didn't really say hello. Oh, hello, Oek. Yeah, I know you did me a new design. I prefer the old text. I like the squiggly writing. I think that's, I think that's the way it should be. Anyway.
Naive.
Yeah. I like it. It looks more freehand and less,
Brits.
Yeah, more like how I do things, which is just
Shackle.
Yeah, ramshackle. That's the right word. All right. So, next game is Poi Poi's Graveyard Rock against the Lords of Nevermore.
There was no levels in that other game as well, so
yeah, there were no levels in the lizard thing, and we went through the one death. Yeah.
So a draw again.
Another draw. There are a lot of draws this week.
Yeah.
In fact,
A lot of draws this week. Yeah. So the Lords of Nevermore, 63 blocks, 20 armor breaks, but only 3 KOs and 2 CAS. That's pretty bad. Graveyard Rock, 33 blocks, 10 armor breaks, 3 KOs, 1 CAS. No deaths. So neither team really fired, I guess. The Undead had Setek. Don't know if he did much. He didn't get many. Did 9 blocks and caused three injuries. That's armor breaks, isn't it? So 9 blocks, 3 armor breaks, which is not bad.
Yeah,
I suppose. But he's good because he's got strip ball.
Yeah,
so
I was gonna look in the stats to see if you could see strips, but then I realised you can't tell the difference.
See them.
Yeah, no.
And yeah, his strength 4 as well. That's pretty good. Famously,
Setek did
to
make
me, I played.
Setek did make 3 dodges.
So, it's got break tackle though, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, and he made them all.
Famously, I played the Spider in the OCC, and he had a great lizard team there. I don't know if he still runs it. And I did a rookie thing where I blocked with Setek first. It's my Undead team. I block with Setek first because he's got block, right? So double skulled, re-rolled because it was the first action. Double skulled again, and then went off KO'd, and that was it. He stayed KO'd for the rest of the game, so he was a great investment.
I played someone yesterday, in fact, who was talking about being a bit tilted, and the turn after he talked about being a bit tilted, he took a block with a loner player and got double skulled, and I mentioned to him the same thing I'm basically saying to you, which is you don't start off the blocks with a loner, do you?
You don't. Absolutely, you don't.
That is why.
No, I think the only reason I started off with Setek in that game is because neither of my mummies, who were also on the front line, had block.
Yeah.
So I thought I'd do the block action first because.
But
but
1 in 81
1 in 9's happen, don't they?
Yeah, 1 in 81's better than a 1 in. Whatever the.
We're going to talk about dice a bit later on, but yeah.
Are we? Okay. Well, is that a point of discussion that you have? Okay. No levels.
No
I remember
levels. A
them
couple of
talking.
badly hurts.
I remember
but
again. I remember these two teams talking about on the OCC Discord after the game. And I know Poi Poi is here. Oh, there we are. Poi Poi, you can see how many pickups he made. I think I sacked 3 or 4 times, but could never get the ball back afterwards. It scattered into, bad places and stuff.
bad scatters. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey Breschling and hey Poi Poi.
Yeah.
So yeah. So one of those games, Poi Poi, we don't get the breaks. Because you get there's nothing worse than popping. I played who did I play? I played I think a Necro team with Kislev the other day in COL, and I got the ball free again 3 times, and every time it just either bounced to another of their players who picked it up on a 6, or it bounced into their 5 tackle zones of them. So it was sad times.
It's worth mentioning as well that Poi Poi did have a wizard and used it on a 3-player fireball.
Oh, great.
And it worked on one of them, so you might as well have lightning bolted, and then you could have chosen who it worked on, I guess. But yes, there were
wizards are shit. With that, for my game, that happens.
Yeah,
yes, I'm just reading Rob's comments.
That's exactly what I was doing. Yeah, the silence was me going, yes, exactly.
We need to come up with a code for that, don't we? But Rob, again in the chat, makes a good point. If you do feel like you got diced, I obviously have a beverage or a cigarette or your calming method of choice, and then when you're a bit saner, have a look at the game again. If you want to, if you don't want to, that's also fine. But if you want to improve as a coach, rewatch the game and then just basically see all the mistakes you made, because generally, unless you get loads of ones and loads of skulls, you haven't been diced. It's just you've made a small mistake and then it's just spiraled from there. Really, that's generally what happens, isn't it, Corn? I would say.
I think we're both of the opinion that you should always, even if you do get bad dice, you should always look to see, how you can improve before you go around blaming the dice, because the chances are you made mistakes, and if you make less mistakes, then than even bad dice. There are so many great players who will still win even with bad dice, and that's because they don't make mistakes. They play well all the time. Whereas loads of people blame the dice, and if you could have played better, you should be playing better.
Again, I don't want to blow my own trumpet because I'm not a great coach by any means. But last night I played Flings versus Zons. Start of the second half, I had three players left, so I had 2 trees and a Fling left.
Yeah.
They scored. I got 1 more back from a KO, so I had 4 players, but it finished 1-1 because basically the Zon player didn't get the ball, didn't do what he needed to do to stop me getting the ball in a really nice, safe side cage. He couldn't do anything. Do you know what I mean? So, again, he should have won that game massively, but because he made a few mistakes, it sort of spiraled and then.
Are you falling back into love with Flings? Those kind of, those kind of feelings happen when
well, not really, because I should have won because I got he had helmet, so I scored quite quickly with the throw, and that was fine. I got AG4, so it wasn't that risky. And then what happened after that was he failed a pickup, so I nearly. I threw another one in. He picked up the ball, and then unfortunately, was a bit potato, but he got a block. So yeah, he didn't make it through to the end zone in the end. He got I think KO'd in that. So it was a bit frustrating again because I should have won it really, but I didn't. But never mind. Anyway,
so.
Pointless ramble story, right?
Yes.
Where were we in predictions for this?
Only one person predicted a draw, and this time that one person was Gruff. So 1 point for Gruff. This is making my life as someone who has to update the scores a lot easier. I've got to tell you, just one person at a time. Okay, so the next game
levels.
There were no levels again. Yeah, I don't think were there. No, there weren't. No levels. Basically, no, permanent injuries.
That's not bad against a killer team like Sataric's Nurgle, so that's pretty good.
And the opposite is like.
I know you got regen, but it's lie,
Yeah.
obviously.
And it looks like the beast caused most of the badly hurts because the beast got 4 SPP out of that. But other than that, not much advancement for either team. I'd say that's a kind of bad thing, but such is life. Anyway, next is Bantha's Vampire Strikes Back against FC Helsinki Corona. Yeah, who? Where are we? The Bantha against Hoban. There we go. And it was 1-0 to the Vampires, which...
Yeah. Which I think was against the run of play. I think most of us predicted for the humans to win, didn't we?
You'd think so, wouldn't you? I got another point.
I went for a draw there, and you got another point for you.
Yeah, and Breschling got a point as well.
And Breschling.
Yeah.
Oh.
But
That's good though, isn't he?
Yeah. Oh, a couple of level ups for once, I think. On the arrows.
Quite a few level ups in this one.
Anyway. Oh yes, the new guy. Sorry.
1552. What are you talking about? 1552 blocks here.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's a lot of contact, obviously, and a lot of armor breaks because there's quite a few injuries for both teams. Well, there was a badly hurt for the humans, and then a thrall got an AG bust, another one got a niggle.
Was this game played fairly recently? Because neither team have actually taken their levels yet. No, it's played on Sunday. They're both, or I don't know about neither team, but I know that Hoban hasn't taken his because he's my next opponent. And new guy, he leveled through getting MVP. New guy got to 16 SPP.
He's got wrestle, so he'll probably go for what, tackle?
I assume tackle. Yeah, I can't think of anything.
So it was a double, in which case a double that'd be interesting. Probably a double he'd go for dodge, wouldn't he, rather than guard because he's got wrestle.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets an armor up as well. But this is like
to go along with the other three.
I mean, there's the other block lineman's got fend. I wouldn't be surprised if he gives him fend as well. Possibly. He's got a lot of tackle. I'm not sure more tackle is necessary. Yeah. He's got like a wrestle tackle catcher. He's got a block tackle thrower. He's got 3 block tackle blitzers. It's like if he plays Amazons, he'll be sorted. But against most other teams, it's maybe a little bit excessive. Was he burnt by dodge at some point in the past?
He was. Vamps wise, I mean, it's hard to know with Vamps, isn't it? So we've got movement busted Darth Maul Vamp. He leveled his final level, in fact. So he's got he's the passer, isn't he? So he's got pass, dodge, strong arm, accurate, and block. So safe throw maybe.
Pro. Safe throw safe throw is a double, right? He doesn't have passing access. Passing access is the one thing that vampires are missing, right?
But he's got pass and strong arms. That's inaccurate, so that's all you need, really.
Yeah. It's a lot of doubles.
So yeah, pro would be a good choice for him, wouldn't it?
Just for the vampireness. Although, does he take lots of pro?
Oh, there's no other pro.
There's no other pro. Maybe he's a non-proer.
It's his last level, so
yeah. Sure hands. That's a good point, actually, Wi-Fi. Yeah, sure hands would be good. Yeah, I'd go for sure hands as a normal. And the other one is Blodge, Frenzy, Sidestep.
So with Frenzy, I guess you want Mighty Blow on that, or Tackle?
Yeah. Wait a second. I just need to do something. Oh, wait, you're going to be able to hear me anyway.
Doing?
I said to her...
Washing your hands?
I said to her sushi already. If she's saying that, it means I don't have any sushi. Sorry, small child. All right. Okay, sorry. Where was I? What were we talking about?
Talking about
the
final vamp
skills. For the sidestep, so yes, your hands, and I mean we're getting into the realms of do what you like with vampires, right?
So yeah, the one in another levels, Blodge step and Frenzy.
Diving tackle.
Yeah.
Guard.
Or tackle.
I mean, he's got a fair bit of tackle anyway, right? But I have a feeling we're not going to... Oh, he has... He hasn't taken them yet. So we don't know. Yeah.
So yeah, he hasn't taken either yet then.
No, you neither. Cool. All right.
Okay.
So I haven't given the points to me and Breschling yet. Just a moment. But yeah, Breschling also got the predictions correct. So that puts Bresh up to 7. Okay.
That leaves one game.
Does it leave one game? So the other game that got admin is what we have next, which is MC Hammer's Damned United against Blood Oath. Is that right? So
Yeah.
that didn't get played.
No.
And the one after that is my game against Tubrag, which was a low-scoring draw.
A scoring draw, by which he means 4-4.
Yes.
What happened there? Jesus.
4
4's pretty impressive.
I didn't want to. It's hard to. Oh no! I remember. He is one of those people who just rolls dice and plays real crazy leapy men.
Aggressive.
Really aggressive, and the fact that he has a movement 9 gutter runner catcher amongst his team as well helps with that. And basically, he would just post up a bunch of scoring threats whenever he had the ball, and score on one of them pretty much as soon as possible.
Just roll them dice.
Roll them dice. I did do a little bit of damage to his team.
Again, yeah. So you agility bust 1, killed 2, and strength busted another.
Yeah.
As well as 2 badly hurting 2 others. So
yeah, it was pretty good. The Yeti only got 1, but the 2 awful owners got another 3 between them, which was nice. And I scored on the Berserker. But basically, yeah, he scored as quickly as possible. He actually got ahead I think he got ahead 2-0 at one point, fairly early on, and then I was racing to score back whilst removing as many players as possible. And that thing with when you score a lot of touchdowns, you get a lot of LOS hits happened.
So you just kept removing them on the LOS,
basically, and fouling and doing as much damage as possible. I mean, if you look at
good tactic.
He got 16 blocks in, and I got 53. But that obviously, that there is that snowball effect where after a few turns, so he scored because I was concentrating on doing damage, but I did enough damage. He only had 11 players. Eventually, it was 3 or 4 players on the pitch, and I was scoring as quickly as I could. Oh, and I did get a blitz in the penultimate drive as well, which obviously helped me get to that draw. I'd kind of given up on actually drawing at that point and was just going for more hits.
Had a chance. So you took it. Excellent.
It was not bad, yeah.
Amazingly, he didn't get any levels, and his MVP went to a dead AG4 lineman, which is especially troubling. Did he use his Apo early on, or
not? He didn't use it particularly early on, but he did use it on a death or something that would have ended another player anyway. So that I really felt for him losing that Agi up lineman, because I've got a few Agi up linemen on my Kislev team, and I love them dearly.
Especially a wrestle one as well. That's really good.
Yeah.
But okay, so you got a level on your Berserker.
Yeah. I mean, it's not the most complicated. It's a normal, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. So tackle.
What? Tackle on a Berserker?
Mighty blow.
Mighty blow. Yeah. He's going to be a killer. That's his purpose. He's getting mighty blow and piling on as soon as possible. So yeah, it's easy.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean,
now,
yeah.
Only one person predicted a draw, and that was Gruff.
Wow.
Well done, Gruff.
Gruff doing well at the draw picking.
Does that leave Gruff? That
leaves Gruff on level with you, I think.
Oh, Christ, 9.
No, it's not. No, he's on 6. No, he's still a little way off.
Way down.
He's only 2 points behind you. You know.
Do you know what? As you set it up on the screen, it looks like you've only got 1 point, not 10.
Oh, good point. Thank you. Lol.
It's a bit
I've got 11, by the way. In fact, it's... Oh, I know what to do. There we go. Boom. Better? I mean, you know.
bit
Yeah,
better.
yeah.
Yeah, and Wi-Fi, you played dwarves this week and you didn't kill any. So what's going on there?
No sympathy.
Do you not try or something?
But yeah, only one game that was actually a win to a side. 3 draws and an admin game this week, which is...
How does that change the leaderboard?
Not very much. Because, you know, everyone got a draw, except Solid Noir going up a bit, I guess. But everyone's pretty close together, right?
7th.
We can actually look here on the League Manager thing to see actual points. Can we?
Actual points.
No,
yeah.
it doesn't. Oh, yeah, we got at the end. 10, and then it's 7, 6, 5, 4. So pretty close after Poi Poi. And even 3 points is not a great deal.
It's still still a lot in, isn't there?
Yeah, still very early in the season. Okay, so next week, though, we have, first of all, Golden City Geckos against Bloody Oath. Oh, wait, what was the reason for the admin game? Do you remember? Was it just scheduling? It was just scheduling.
I guess just scheduling, yeah. I'm not sure.
Yeah, so I was wondering if it would affect this week as well. Anyway, Golden City Geckos against Blood Oath. So that's Solid Noir's Just Admin team against Guma and his Just Lost One Skink team. What do you think of the Lizards versus
that's
Vampires?
right, yeah. He's stuck in Japan, wasn't he?
Ah, okay.
But
was it Solid Noir who's stuck in Japan?
Solid Noir it was his opponent stuck in Japan, I think.
Hammer, MC Hammer.
MC Hammer, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, of course, because Solid Noir got the win. Hey, Gruff. We've talked about the games already, and you said something about your game against against Guma, but I can't remember what you said. But anyway, hello, Gruff. But in this coming week, Solid Noir...
I think...
Yeah?
I'm going to go with the crowd, and I'm going to say Guma. Like Toby, Gruff, and Breschling, who've already said they want to get in.
Is that because Lizards against Vampires, do you think?
I think so. I would have thought so.
I actually think that Lizards will have a hard time protecting Skinks against Vampires. Not much tackle, I guess. But I am going to go for the Vampires. So there. Breaking with tradition. Okay, and next is my game against Holborn. McLeod's against FC Helsinki Corona.
Okay, well, you're favoured by Toby and Breschling and the bot, which means I'm going to vote for the humans.
Yeah. I should have a wizard against them, assuming their level is... I mean, actually, you know, assuming he doesn't do anything like fire anyone. But yeah, I've got to go for me, don't I? Whatever the logic is. Yeah. Bot favours me too. Ooh, the bot favours Guma. Okay, and next is Circus Circle Blood Bowl, Tubrag against Sataric's Lords of Nevermore. And I am gonna look at the teams before I click on the Sataric, but I do think Nurgle like one of the worst matchups for Kislev. I really hate playing them.
I was going to say that. In solidarity with my Kislev brothers, I'm going for a draw for that one. His crew brag's crazy enough that it might just work.
I mean, the extra speed he does have kind of might lend himself to getting past the disturbing presence and scoring so quickly. Oh, Gruff says you didn't lose, you drew, but he didn't win his match because of a mispositioned player on
10-15. Yeah, we've all made that mistake.
Yeah.
Or not counted the squares correctly.
To be fair, actually, Tubrag does have a rather slim team this week. For some reason. Only 8 players, so he's getting 3 loners. So his TV is 1780. Yeah, it's got to be Starik, hasn't it? So sorry, you say you're going for the draw in solidarity. That's very kind of you. Sympathy draw.
Draw.
So assuming that MC Hammer has managed to get home this week or find a place to play, it's Gruff against MC Hammer.
Who's back Saturday? It says.
Back Saturday.
So yeah.
And then he's going to have to be locked. He's going to be locked up for 2 weeks.
Yeah, at least 2 weeks. If it's in the UK, he'll be locked up for however long.
Yeah. I think he is a UK player.
We're locked up for. Okay. So Damn United. So this is quite a killy chaos team, isn't it? From memory, with a lot of setups.
They've got like 3 Agi 4 warriors, 2 of them with plus move. Well, one of them with plus movement. A fairly bloaty side, and a block. Tentacles, guard, stand firm, minotaur, which is pretty sweet. Play on Monday at 5:30. So.
And Gruff has already voted on MC Hammer, and I have joined him in this instance.
Gruff does have his own claw mighty blow, and a lot of what are you going to get with 400 TV of inducement? So that's the thing. 450. So wizard and a chef.
Maybe wizard and chef, wizard and Cheney. Does that work?
Yep, easily. I mean, you can get You could get Ramtut, or you could get Cheney and more, and an extra dirty player zombie.
Definitely get Cheney, no matter what. He's a game winner right there.
I mean, the trouble with Cheney is he's a game winner in a give him the ball and he scores, and it really can be problematic when you don't want to waste,
SPP on him, yeah.
Yeah. But in an emergency, is it better to win the game? Or
it's better to win, isn't it?
Maybe it's better to score on Cheney because it forces your opponent to try and score back, which might mean he's not able to pay as much attention to killing. Would be my logic.
Rather win than not win. So yeah, I'd always, if the only option was Cheney, then Cheney's the only option, isn't he? But you'd try and set it so it wasn't the only option.
Yeah, you wouldn't like. I mean, Ramtut's pretty good. Gives you a lot more strength. Really good. You've got 3 mummies. It's doable. Oh, what about Count Luther? Can Undead get Luther?
Yeah, get Luther as well. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, Luther. No, give you a ball sacking.
Is he 390 though, Luther?
He's 390, yeah. So no wizard. Luther instead of a wizard.
I mean, he's got stare though, hasn't he? And unlike Eldril, he's not going to get smacked off easily because he's strength 5.
Yeah, strength 5.
4, 5.
Strength 5. So strength 5, Agi 4, sidestep and block are a pretty sweet combination. Yeah.
I mean, Luther is good. Like of all the star players, like Luther is good, isn't he? And like Ramtut is also good. Do you know what I mean? A bit overpriced perhaps, but at that level they are going to be. But
yeah. I mean, the fear with either of them is you spend 400 TV on a player and he gets claw mighty blowed off the pitch.
To death, yeah. I mean, Ramtut's got regen. Has Cheney got regen as well?
Yeah,
I guess he has, hasn't he? They've got regen, haven't they? So
every undead star
slightly less
air lice gets regen, obviously.
Slightly less risky, but
oh wait, undead don't get Cheney.
The count.
They can't get Cheney.
Oh.
No Cheney for
undead. I thought Gruff was, but Gruff's.
Oh, is he Necro?
Necro.
Oh, is he Necro?
Yeah.
Sorry. Oh, okay, yeah, you're right. Idiot.
Do you even play?
No. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So wait, who do they get different from undead though? So undead don't get Cheney, and instead
get Setek. and
No,
Sinbad.
Sinbad is the difference, isn't it? Necro can get Sotek as well. But no, yeah. Necro get Cheney instead of Sinbad.
Oh, what?
Well, I wonder who I'd rather have.
Yeah, I wonder who I'd rather have.
But yeah, with Cheney, at least you can get Cheney and an extra dirty player, or Hack, if you really want to.
Hack's not going to be that good, is he, in a chaos match?
They have one true killer goat and a nice Mino, which makes me think bribes would be, effective targeting type thing. And lots of players. And Gruff says he has lots of players close to leveling, so and he wants to get them leveled for the sake of playing me next week. Excellent. Great. So I actually do need to look at Gruff's team a bit more than I would normally. For entirely selfish reasons. It'll be fine. Claw does nothing to me, except for the 2 players who it does. Okay. Yeah, I was confused because I thought this was a mummy here. Basically, it is a block mummy, isn't it?
Mummy, yeah.
Damn it. Anyway. Wait, did I actually choose a team in that one? No, I haven't chosen yet. I'm going to go for a draw.
Okay.
How about that?
About that.
How about that? Yeah. All right, so the next and last game of the week is Bantha's Vampire Strikes Back against Poi Poi's Graveyard Rock. And pretty much everyone except Toby has already voted for Poi Poi.
I've already voted for him, so I'm going to vote for Poi Poi as well.
I love that. Yeah, and Robert Powell is quoting the wise Conan the Barbarian. What is it? What is victory? What is good in life?
All right, yeah, the lamentation of your womankind.
Yeah. Gruff wants to kill my Yeti like he killed my gutters in UKBBL, or some would say like I killed Gruff's mummy in Rebel. Because he was also a Blodge rebel, a Blodge mummy.
You trading big guy deaths.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a bit closer to the. You
go on.
Yeah, you go on then. You after you.
Yeah. I was gonna say, have you actually got any women kin?
No, none at all. My son was an immaculate birth.
Obviously, and
no, we're talking about you, not with you. Get back to playing.
Or talking at.
Yeah.
But presumably you've got a mother eventually.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Yeah.
Well, she'd probably be a bit sad, wouldn't she?
Yeah, she would. Yeah. I'm not entirely certain. The subtext of the line is anyway. Fine. Let's carry on before we go into that one. All right. So so Gruff's over that mummy. He was pretty into that mummy when I killed him. Got to admit. Anyway, we've all voted on this, right? No. So we're supposed to be doing Bantha versus Graveyard Rock. Not
voted
even
already. Did Poi Poi? Poi Poi's clearly going to win.
Everyone's voting for Poi Poi.
Sorry, Bantha.
Poi Poi has not said anything about how, about how
deal with him.
Scared of the vampires he is.
I mean, they look pretty scary, but they're vamps, aren't they? So.
Wait, did these two teams play each other vaguely at some point recently as well? No, they haven't, because Bantha's come down and Poi Poi's going up, isn't he? I really want to vote for the Vamps. I'm going to vote for a draw just to be different. Cool.
It's nearly, again,
oh God,
3...
No, I can't do it. I'm going to vote for Poi Poi as well.
360 in inducement he gets as well.
Yeah.
So.
Poi Poi does say, I don't like playing Vamps. Which makes sense, because like because the undead way is totally 2-1 grind, right? And 2-1 grind
Vamps just disrupt that absolutely.
It's like playing against 6 wizards
Yeah,
every turn.
it might just be me, but do undead suffer from screens and cages, as in not being able to make good ones because
Slow
the ball
players.
carriers are usually slower.
Yeah. Well, the ball
So-
carriers are slow.
Not the ball
slow,
carriers.
but
The ball
everyone
carriers are
else-
fast. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not what I meant. I meant the players around them are slower, so you
Yeah.
can get. You can't make as good a screen as you can, say, with the traditional elf screen or
Yeah.
whatever.
And being tied
Which
up
can
against a
obviously-
bunch of vampires and also gazed would be very problematic for them, I imagine. Okay, I've talked myself into actually going back to voting for Bantha. Cool. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
I'm also far enough ahead I can take it.
Well, listen to the arrogance, hubris. This is.
Anyway, it just sounds a bit like you last season. Anyway,
Absolutely.
right.
Right. Do you want to do dwarfs?
Oh, is there a dwarf watch?
Oh, there's nothing happened to any of them this
Nothing
week.
happened
It's
to
really
any of the
disappointing.
dwarves.
No, I even checked. We right down to the lowest ranked dwarf team, which is we've got Motivated Squad and 6B, and yeah, 6B is the lowest one I went down to, and no, hardly any injuries, nothing of note.
Ah,
Really depressing. And Sampito is still the highest ranked dwarf team as well. They're doing quite well in Division 1A. They are third.
I mean, there are only two teams, 2 dwarf teams in the top flight, or are there 3? Actually, there's a Chorf team as well, isn't there? We're counting the Chorf team, right?
There's none in the champs. There's Sampitu's dwarf team in 1A, as just said. There's Preston Chorfend Fantasy's Chaos Dwarf team in 1B.
Yeah.
As well, and they are currently third also. So not looking too bad for them to get into the champs. I don't think there's ever been a dwarf winner of the OCC. Citation needed, but
because they get clawed to pieces before they get.
They get clawed to pieces.
I think I remember looking at a list of teams that haven't won. I don't think dwarfs are not on it. If you see what I mean, I think dwarves might have won it early in 1, maybe something like that. Because part of my hubris of picking Norse was that no Norse had at that point even got into the championship.
Got to champs. Yeah, absolutely.
So I thought I can do that.
Go on. Sons have only been there once. Gobos have been in there. It's only Flings, Ogres, and I remember some of the teams.
Well, Norse had previously never been up there until Arcane this season.
It got there.
Got there.
Cool.
And a finer Norse coach I'm yet to meet.
Oh, that's nice.
Anyway, okay. So your division, I guess, next. Yes. After that,
the lower
little. Talking of intermissions, guess that metal team of Grebo
go on, give us
has finally arrived.
Update.
They've arrived. I now have the Slan team in front of me. In fact. Painting, I've done no painting, but I've put together all the plastic minis, and I now have a kind of conveyor belt system on my shelf where there's acceptably painted at the top, and then there's going to be undercoated or starting to be painted underneath, and then I've got a tray of about 6 teams that I've just built, which are not even undercoated yet. So the process has started. I will have more than 2 teams painted by the time coronavirus is gone, I reckon.
Well, hopefully it'll only be well, Boris says 12 weeks, and he's never lied before, has he? So
that's normal. That'll be enough time to do 1 team, maybe.
1 team in 12 weeks.
It's about right, isn't it? It's standard, isn't it?
Better than me.
Yeah. Anyway, on to Division 3A, your division. And where do we start with this one? We start with Rockstar Super Vixens against Atletico Mints, Badger, Mushroom. And almost everyone voted for Badger except Toby, who went for a draw. And what was the result?
The result was, well, Badger messed up, basically. He lost, didn't he?
He lost?
Went and lost.
Didn't even draw?
Yeah,
no one gets any points?
No points for anyone.
Nul point. Okay, do you want to tell us anything about the game? Did anyone die? Anything interesting happen, or just you're just so disappointed with Badger not winning that you're struck dumb?
It was yeah, not much happened, to be honest. There was 38-39 was the blocks, 10 armor breaks, 6 through the team. Yeah, it was just boring. I think 2-1.
Bloody Dark Elves against High Elves. There were 4 stabs and only one of them worked.
Right, so
Badger had a lightning bolt and still couldn't win. He only thwarted shadowing 4 times. I don't know whether that's relevant or not. Okay, fine. I'll stop reading out random stats. Oh, there was an interception. Atletico Mints intercepted the Dark Elves.
Good. Two tries as well. I've never seen that thwart shadowing before.
No?
That's quite good.
Yeah. Well, don't know how that happened. So they... Well, whatever. Oh, it looks like the ball might have scattered around a bit. I don't know. But yeah, not much in the way of injuries. Not much. Oh, Badger's here.
So what happened, Badger? I mean, he had a bad first turn, but...
Yeah, the assassin is his player. Yeah, I was looking at the... But the lightning bolt appears on the team who get lightning bolted. So that means you had a lightning bolt and you successfully lightning bolted the Super Vixens. Yeah? Which is very confusing and in completely the wrong place. Ah, you kept forgetting shadowing.
Okay.
Hence there being 8 rolls for it. Yeah, it is one of those like diving tackle things.
So it goes on the wrong screen kind of thing.
And then nope. I don't know what nope is relating to. But yeah, no levels, no deaths.
It's not too bad, but yeah, the wrong result for everyone really.
Well, you know, no one getting further ahead is not a
bad thing, I suppose.
Not a bad thing. Yeah.
I've had
the bot should get a point because the bot guessed correctly.
Okay, that's good. Well, I've moved into a different room now because I've been rumbled. I wasn't actually on a conference call. I might cut off quite quickly, but yeah. So there was no levels in that game, I don't think, for either team. So that's fine.
Okay,
so yeah.
Should we move on?
Yeah.
Rockstar played well.
Quickly.
Okay, cool.
Before I get killed.
Yeah, sure.
Rockstar played well. Well done, Rockstar.
MB Carmack, Sabretooth Badge against Poxville Paladins, Engelbert Hex.
Oh, yeah. So this was disappointing for many reasons. The biggest one being that I'm playing Carmack next, and neither team really got smashed up.
You expected them both to get damaged.
More than they were.
Yeah.
We got a dead rookie beastman, which is not a thing really, and then
the dead rookie beastman. No, you got a dead dirty player beastman. You mean?
Dead dirty player beastman, which I suppose is good, but you know, it's not one of the warriors, which I was hoping for. And then one of the beastmen, Dodgy Brian, got movement busted as well.
Yeah.
And well, I'll say that, but then the Poxville Paladins did lose a developed wrestle pest.
Yeah.
Which is a bit more irritating, isn't it, for them, because they take it obviously a bit longer to level.
And although they have literally just leveled another Pestigore, so maybe he will be given wrestle straight away.
Yeah, and he has got enough cash, I think, after the game to get another one. So
yeah, you should do. I was going to say you don't want
you always keep your pest as a 4 though, don't you, where possible?
No, not if you. I think if you've got 2 who are, I don't think you should ever have 2 who don't have levels. Or I think you should try and avoid having 2 have levels. So you should only get the 3rd one when one of the first 2 is leveled, and then you only get the 4th one when 2 of the others have levels. If that makes sense. Because I think they're quite expensive, so you end up bloating up really quickly.
Bloating up. They're good in pairs, aren't they? But yeah you want you want 2 developed before you get the 3rd, I suppose. And
Yeah.
then 3 with at least 1 skill before you get the 4th.
Yeah, exactly.
Because which are generally better, aren't they?
Yeah, just block or wrestle, and then I'll buy a new one, but not before that.
Right. Should we do the levels for Carmack?
Yeah.
First?
So Carmack, block,
one
tackle, mighty
beastman.
blow.
Dark Elves next. So of course he chose probably piling on to spite me
because there's a tackle player. Yeah. Or does he actually have? I mean, his own.
He hasn't got any piling on as yet.
So that could signify not being interested in piling on. It's tactically problematic. I would go for claw first because a claw tackle mighty blow player is more useful than a mighty blow tackle piling on player. I think, in my opinion.
Fair. Okay. Well, let's have a look. What did he go for?
He went for piling on. Yeah. Let's murder the Dark Elves. You are correct. Just to spite you.
Spite me on purpose.
Okay, and so the next level is... Oh, sorry, no.
Pox's
Pestigore.
just one level, that pest. So wrestle, do you think, to replace the one that just died?
Yep, I think wrestle to replace the dead one. It was a double.
Oh. So dodge. Sure hands?
Nope.
Leap.
Leap to victory! I mean, he can get very long legs, right?
Yeah, which helps.
And he's got horns already, so he will be getting 2 dice on his leaping threat. It's not the worst idea in the world, in my opinion.
And it's props really for varying up the Nurgle squad, I suppose, because it certainly helps them have a bit of variance, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean?
I mean, I think Gruff was talking recently about how much he's enjoyed having an Agi 5 Pestigore or something like that. And, you know, that's exactly the kind of thing. Oh, you said last that Ethelred backing you would result in loss. Jinxed him. Jinxed you. That's funny. Yeah, maybe you shouldn't. I don't know how to do that. I was going to say maybe you shouldn't watch the stream after you play your game, and that way it's it won't affect you. You don't know what we're going to say. Much as you hate 3+ leaping, getting 2 die after that is worth the pick. Yeah, and like it's not quite having a war dancer, but it's for a Nurgle team. It's pretty close. Your chances of a ball sacking threat are pretty minimal. This is all you really need to suddenly have a ball sacking threat. It's just unfortunate that it's going to be 10 SPP before he's actually getting a 3+ leap, right? Because at the moment it's a 4+ leap, isn't it? Which I guess in desperation is not terrible either.
So who? What was the betting on that one?
I don't think anyone bet that he would pick leap on his Pestigore. That's for certain. Sorry, that amused me more than it should have. I apologise. So the betting was only one person bet on the Poxville Paladins yet again, and yet again. This has been a very good week for me. I don't know what happened. What happened last week? Did I? Maybe I don't know.
Loads of draws the week before, didn't you? And I think it didn't work out.
Yeah, I hit a lot of draws. Maybe, I don't know.
I've just been given a 5-minute
ultimatum.
Ultimatum.
Do you want to go away, pretend you have another conference call, and then come back on?
That's not going to work. I'm stuck here for 12 weeks. I can't.
Yeah. So are we going to have to put a moratorium on the Wednesday stream? Do you think? If
I don't know. I think we could probably still manage to do it, but yeah,
we'll have to be quicker.
Be quicker. Maybe we could record this one because you're a night owl, aren't you, as well? So yeah, we could reconvene a bit later on. Listen to my little publication assistant. What, Felix? What do you want? Yeah, I don't know if you heard any of that. But...
No, not really. It was an us, and then I think you broke up a little bit.
He just wants some squash. So yeah. So what we'll do is I'll contact you later.
Yeah.
At 10 o'clock UTC, if you're still around, yeah, we can carry on.
Well, so I have tonight. I have
we've got
my
some games.
my Rebel recap at my 4A recap at 7 o'clock, and then my 5G recap at 9 o'clock. So 10 o'clock will be perfect, and I can keep carrying on doing recaps for like a continuous 5 hours. Ease.
That sounds like fun.
Yep. Okay, cool. And and actually stopping now means I can pay some more attention to my son before we go out for exercise. Shh! I said I'm paying attention, not letting you play on the computer. Not the same thing.
My middle one is very much on the Minecraft at the moment. So
yeah, my son started playing Minecraft again a little bit as well. But basically, when you're stuck indoors, more or less 24/7, it's going to be any games that you can get your hands on, isn't it? Kind of. So I've started him. I'm starting him off on GTA, and he'll be playing Doom next, I think.
18, Corner. That's the response.
That was a joke. It was a joke. He's not. You're not playing Doom.
I did ask for a recommendation for my 7-year-old, and on the RPS main website, and people said, "Oh yeah, Dark Souls, that'd be fine."
I mean,
that's the most inappropriate one. I mean, maybe Leisure Suit Larry would be worse. I don't know. I think that's pretty bad.
I mean, I'm pretty certain that Leisure Suit Larry is pretty much only for teenagers, right? I don't think it was actually that risque if you're a proper adult. If you're about 13, is approximately the point where you probably want to be watching it, right? Or playing it, I mean. Okay, so choices.
Right, but yeah, I've got to go.
Okay, cool.
So
choices of raiding are Voxen with his CCL vampires. I'm thinking that. Shawnee 18, who I like a lot, but he's playing Fumble, so I'm not going to do that one. Yeah, I think Voxen is winning it, as there's no
Cheers,
other.
Badger. Thanks, everyone. Sorry to cut short, but yes.
That's fine. We understand real life.
Discovered. Well, but what we could maybe do is move the Wednesday one to Wednesday night. Maybe that'd be better.
Could we maybe do? Could you maybe talk your partner into doing half and half? So we could do one division at lunchtime and one division in the evening. And
that might work. That might work.
Rather than because 2 hours at night would be probably a bit much, and trying to keep quiet amongst the children, is problematic too. But yeah.
Badger says Zach is streaming. I don't know who Zach is, but
Zakara. Okay, fine. I will raid Zakara as Badger has asked for it.
Well, I've got a dash, so bye everyone.
Oh, am I even following Zakara? That's kind of. I better be. That'd be bad, wouldn't it? Oh no, I just can't spell the Zakara. Goodbye, Ethelred. By the way, there we go. Boom. All right. I will raid Zakara, and thanks everyone for coming along. And yeah, we'll try and work something out to work around Ethelred's misses. Maybe some kind of actual. I don't know. Anyway. Going to get the yeah. Well, yes, fine. It's what give and take, relationships, and all that, which is why I'm moving on. Okay. Goodbye.